Hello, welcome to iCare, iMove. This is Totter today. It's Friday, so let's set you up for the weekend. So make sure you're comfortable in your chair, but not for long. Make sure you've got space around you, have a drink nearby, and if you need somebody to just keep an eye on you, make sure they're there. Okay, we're going to hip walk forwards in the chair, and we're going to come straight to ankle movement. So lifting up the heels one at a time. Just rolling through the foot if you can. So big roll. And now I've got my trainers on, so it looks like I'm not rolling, but I actually am. So trying to think about a nice wave through the foot as you lift and lower. So we are getting the circulation going here, but we're working straight through those ankles, and we're going to add on to these movements later when we're in standing. So lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. And then rest there. Take your feet wider than your hips, and let's think about your posture as always. So quite often we're slouched, aren't we, or slumped in our chairs. So we've already come to the front third of your chair. We're going to lift through the belly, pull it in, and then lift up through the chest. Tuck the chin back a little bit, excuse me, and then settle the shoulders behind you. Breathe, and just take some nice breaths in and out, and just set your intention today. Positive day, lots of lovely exercise and movement. And then we're going to take our hands down by our sides and lift our shoulders up to your ears and gently drop them down, and then have a wiggle jiggle. So just move one shoulder down and then the other down, so you get a little bit of movement through the waist and the ribs. Oh, and that feels a bit kind of eek. So push that shoulder down. Come to centre. I'm slowing it down so you can see what I'm doing. I'm pushing that shoulder down. Come to centre, push. So you're kind of pushing, you're lifting your bottom up and you're pushing the opposite shoulder down. That's it. So a lovely little kind of diagonal movement. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. And smile. Good morning, Shirley. Okay, let's come back to those shoulder lifts. So raise your shoulders, drop down, and then push down again. So a little movement through the waist, through the ribs, and then into that shoulder lift. And lower, side to side, little jig. That's it. And then lift the shoulders, push down. So actively working through that little lift of the bum cheek, and pushing the shoulder down. One more shoulder lift, one more push and push. Keep your knees out, don't let them come in. So that feels quite different, doesn't it, than what we normally do? Different from what we normally do, apparently. And then back to those lovely heel lifts. Good. Don't they look lush? Morning all. Boosting your circulation. Take your feet forwards a little bit, so walk them out, and then we're going to come into toes out, heels out, toes out, heels, and then coming in, heels in, toes in, heels, and then I want you to really lift the toes up and out, so you're like making a rainbow. Same with the heels, so slow it right down. Ouch. If it's too far, it might make your hips tweak. And in. So toes out, lift, 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 and out, lift, lift the toes, and then bring them back in. So really focusing on that big movement of the toes and the heels and the toes. And then we're going to lift up one heel and lift the toes on the other side. You like this one, don't you? It takes a bit of thought. Can we go to feet, to foot camera? So toes down, heels down. So it's like a little opposite movement. No, okay. Toe down, heel down. A little bit of brain gym there. So opposites. Toe down, toes up, toe down. Have you got it? Have you got it? No? Practice. Start again. Toe up on one side. Lift the heel up on the other side. Toes down, heel down, toe up, heel up. 1, 2. No? Still no. Da, 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 da. That's your homework. Da, da, da. Right, feet back, feet wide. Lovely. Okay, let's march. So just with the arms now. Swinging the arms from the ears down to the hips. Relax the shoulders. So I don't want this kind of, oh, I want lovely relaxed shoulders and a big swing of the arms. And you can have a little scratch as well if you need to. So your elbows should brush the sides, or your hands should be touching the sides of your legs. It's not kind of, it's not this, like you're a muscle man. It's here, like you're, I don't know, a runner. Runner's arms, we call these. Okay, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Now remember this one, because we're going to do it in standing, and we're going to add on this time. We might do a little do-si-do and a little step with it. So remember it. And then let's swap sides. So heel and toe, heel and toe, heel and toe, heel and toe. Lovely. Can you tap the other heel as well? Can you hear?
Oh, you're like a one-man band.
I am. I need a cymbal. And then swap sides. So heel, toe. I don't know if I have to do it with my toe, that one. So tapping.
That's a lot to think about, isn't it, team?
Well, they couldn't quite manage with the opposite heel toe lift. So I doubt
Beryl's
you'll
lost
get. It's all great for your brain to stimulate.
You've got lovely concentration faces.
Stimulate those pathways in your brain, doing lots of different movements. Okay, march for me, big march, or yeah, big march in seated. Great. And then take your feet wide, hands down, our lovely lean. Come back up to the centre and reset. Pull those muscles in the belly in. Think about pelvic floor today. And breathe. Lean, pull up using the centre. Lean, pull up using the centre.
Shirley, you're right, lovely girl. Yes, thank you, good.
If you only want to just lean a little bit, that's fine. We know some of you have things going on with your spines, so this isn't for everybody, and neither are the forward bends. So only do what you can do and what you're allowed to do. That's it, lovely. And then we're going back into the march. Fabulous. We're going to come up to standing, but first let's hip walk. So lovely hip walk forwards and a hip walk back. Now your feet are nice and wide.
Yeah, Rob, take your time. It's fine. Don't rush. Don't think you can. Don't start again, Helen. You don't have to be at the same speed as our kid.
No.
Margaret, you're looking good, lovely girl.
So are you lifting and shifting your bottom? Lift and shift. Yeah, you don't have to do it fast. You can go really slowly. Lift and shift. And I'm on a nice little slidey chair, so it's easier. If you're on a fabric chair, it's much harder, or if you're on a sofa or whatever, or you've got sides on your arm, on your seats, it's harder. Come to the front third. Let's come into a bunny hop, just a bunny hop. So feet come behind, you're going to lean forwards, lean, lean, lift your bottom and sit. So, but I want you to try to control it. So lean. Now you need to, your eye gaze needs to be kind of looking forwards, but then going up as if you were going to stand, not looking down and then down to the floor, down towards your feet, okay? So that's it. And keep breathing. Again, take your time. You can rest in between. The easiest way is to take your feet right back, underneath your knee, back behind your knees, underneath the chair. And it is simply lean forwards. Let your own body weight take you forward so that your bottom rises from the chair. If you're in the right position and on the right kind of chair, it shouldn't be too painful for your knees. The trouble is, some of you have long legs, some of you have short legs, some of you have low chairs. which all makes it harder.
You right, Rosemary?
Da, da, da.
Good.
And then have a rest. That's quite hard, isn't it? Pump your feet, pump your heels, have a rest. So we're going to come up to standing for those of you that want to. Otherwise, sit in your chair and we'll give you options as always. So feet back, big push up to standing, pump your heels, and we're going to walk around the chair.
Step your feet. So if you're in your chair, just step your feet. Don't take this as a rest. I'm watching you.
Always watching. Little march. So gentle knee lift. Where am I? That one? No. I'm confused. That one. Lovely. So a little march. Relax your shoulders. Really important. Take that tension out of your shoulders. And then let's swing those arms back up to the ears. Elbows right back. And then keep your feet nice and still. I want you to really focus on the elbow movement. So pulling the elbows back, pull it back, pull back. That's it. Lift and squeeze behind you. Lift and squeeze. That's it. Good. Okay, feet wider than hips. Bend your knees and make that little hip circle. So forwards to the side, centre, side, forwards, centre, side, forwards, centre, side, forwards, centre. Keep going. If you're sitting, nice big circle with the chest, hands on your thighs. That's it. Lovely. Da, 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 da. Fabulous. And then march again. So our usual warm-up exercises, making sure that all of your joints and muscles are warmed up before we get going.
Brenda, you okay, darling? Good.
Lovely. Okay, let's just step, touch, step together, step together. Now, what are your feet doing? Are you flat-footed? Are you toe heel down and heel toe lifting? Just notice, check it out. If you're not, if you're quite flat-footed, try to lift up the knees and place those feet down properly, carefully. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So just some focus here into those feet. That's it. So that's okay for pointing your toe, isn't it? So let's work on lifting the toes. So on one leg, we're going to put the heel onto the floor. And we're just going to drop the toes and lift and squeeze. Drop the foot to the floor, lift and squeeze. So slightly easier than the toe lift if in standing if we were walking. So it's, I'll show you from the side. So it's kind of like take the weight on the whole foot, lift back, squeeze the toes up. So you might get a big squeeze into the calf as well. If you're sitting, take your leg in front of you and make sure your toes are facing up to the ceiling. And just squeeze the toes up and then release. Down and up. Down and up. And we're doing this because we had a question about, so some people who have Parkinson's really struggle to lift their toes. And other people have different conditions that mean you can't feel your toes. So what happens is you don't lift your toes and then you shuffle or you trip over your own feet. So this is a really good one for that. Let's change sides. So start with the foot in front of you. Let the weight come onto the foot. Lift, toes, and then drop. Let your weight come forward. So I'm taking the weight onto my back leg, squeezing the toes up, weight down, squeeze up. Make sure your feet are kind of normal width apart, hip width apart, so you're still steady. We always talk about that stable base of support, And if you're sitting, you've changed legs. So just a bit of focus, a big squeeze, lower down, and a big squeeze. Lovely. And then come into your march. Fabulous. Relax your shoulders. Relax. That's it. Okay, a little bit of a combo here. So we're going to go toe, heel, and then side step. So we're going toe, twice, toe, heel, step together, toe, no, heel, toe, step together,
It's a nice combination move.
heel, toe, step together, step. If you need some support, stay behind your
Nice,
chair.
Cliff. That was good moves there.
Heel, toe, step together. Have you ever been to a barn dance? Like, no. Or pretending you're a cowboy. That's what this reminds me of. Heel, toe,
Can we just
heel,
you
toe.
pretend that you're a cowboy?
No, I don't.
Boy.
I don't. I'm
You
just
said
saying
it now.
this is what
It's
reminds
recorded
me
now.
of being a cowboy. Not that I've ever been a cowboy.
I'd be
Step
a cowgirl to be
Together, step together. Heel, toe, step together. So we're seated. Do heel toe and a tap to the side. Step. It's just adding on, getting your brains used to doing a combination of things, moving in different planes, so moving sideways,
Beryl,
And then
you still there? Oh, there she is.
having to balance.
She goes off camera.
Yeah,
And I'm like, where's she gone?
as
Where's
she
she
come
gone?
back. Heel, toe, step together, step. Last one. Let's go back to the chair, and then I'm going to get Helen in.
I know what because she's like, what's Helen doing?
Yeah.
I'm
And
doing
then
something really
march.
important right now, honestly.
March, march. Lovely. Fabulous. Right, we're going to do standing arms. So, take your feet wider than your hips, soften your knees, take your arms out. Oh, look, I'm lopsided, I'm a wonky donkey. Take your arms in a small circle, drop those shoulders down, relax your shoulders. Small circle backwards. If it's too much, take your arms down a little bit. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Let's go forwards. Breathe. Okay, we're going to take the thumbs up, pump forwards. And 4, 3,
Relax your shoulders, please.
thumbs down.
Because it's starting to
pump
look like earrings.
back. 4, 3, 2. Are you breathing? March. Gentle. Were you breathing or did you hold your breath? I think I need to do my shoulder stretches again. I can really feel that. And I haven't done my shoulder exercises.
Do it again.
So I'm going to. No, I mean I'm going to do them at home. So I was doing lots of exercises, stretching to get my shoulders better, and it worked.
And then you stop.
And then I stopped
because it was working.
because it was fine, and now it's not. Now
Don't
it's
we all
worse
do
around.
that? Don't need it anymore. I'm going to stop taking it because I feel great.
Yeah. Right. Bend the knees. Turn your toes out a little bit. Arms out. Little circle backwards. Palms are down if you can.
Think about your shoulder blades.
Tuck
Let your shoulder blades do the work.
Tuck your bottom under as well. Smile. Breathe. No thinking about dinner or lunch. Okay, let's go forwards.
Now I'm thinking about dinner.
I
or
know,
lunch.
you're not allowed to.
Shirley, you all right, lovely girl?
It's a bit horrible, isn't it? Okay, thumbs up, pump forwards. Breathe. Thumbs down, push back. 4, 3, 2, 1, roll. Roll those shoulders, one at a time. Take them back. Oh. And then we're going to make that movement a bit bigger. So nice wide feet. Bring that elbow in. little back stroke, if you want to imagine that. Just taking your elbows behind you, leading with the elbows. Oh, releasing those arms. Lovely. Good. Okay, bring the feet in. And a gentle lift of the heels again. Right, we're going to turn side on to your chairs. We're going to lift those knees. Lift, lower. If you're sitting, you can sit forwards in your chair and just rest back. So in a recline. Lift and lower.
Cliff, can you just come a little closer to your chair?
Lift and lower.
Right, that's all right. And then if you want to take your hand off, you can just stop touching it rather than, that's it, lovely.
So again, thinking about those toes down first and then the heels. Peeling the foot up. Keep the chest lifted, so as we're lifting the leg, we're not bending forwards.
Well done, Jenny. I know that's a challenge.
Good. So quite a big movement through the hips here. Good. Lovely. And nearly done. Are you controlling it?
It's lovely. They've got real good concentration faces as well, Pat.
Okay, rest.
And Cliff is doing it barefoot.
Is he?
I like that, because that's really challenging, because we haven't evolved that much as cave women and men, so we weren't designed to be barefoot. Sorry, we were designed to be barefoot, and now we're on flat roads in comfortable, supportive shoes. So being barefoot exercising can, not for everyone, but can be a good thing.
Lovely. So just push your hip out one side and then the other. Push it out. Push it out.
If you do that nice and slow, so in seat, if you're sat, clench your bum and lift your bum cheek and sort of like push your hip up and forward. But I really want you to push out your hip and feel that you should get more of a groin stretch. Do you feel that in the groin when you do that with your legs straight? You don't feel it in your inner thigh. It's because you
This
rotate.
one.
So try and keep straight.
Mm-hmm.
Should be groin.
I can feel it. No, I can feel it in my hip.
Inner thigh. Because you rotate around, that's what you do.
I'm trying not to.
Yeah, you rotate. Straight. Rotate.
No.
You are. It's like I'm not, you are. It's important to understand we are all so different. Did you feel that in your back then?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Good.
Right, let's walk. We're going for a walk. So when you're walking, I want you to be mindful. So if you've got lots of room, walk all around your room, walk around the edges, but I want you to be mindful of your feet and where you're putting them. So we don't want tandem feet, we want nice wide steps. So think about
you've dropped your Christmas tree on the floor and all your bulbs have fallen off, which happened to me this week, and you do not want to squash the bulbs, please, and the beautiful balls and the glitter and the glass. So you have to walk delicately, not to stand on your Christmas tree, which is now on the floor.
So pull the belly in as you walk in. Relax your shoulders. If you're sitting, then lift your feet, put them down properly, and maybe just take a look from one side to the other. But think about, not just think about, because if Jeff was here he'd say I'm thinking. Do it, okay? Don't just think about it, do it as well. Pull the belly in, tuck the bottom under. And then I want you to just march on the spot, turn around, and then go in the other direction. So think of all those coaching points. So shoulders back and down. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Ah, can you hear my sinuses? Did you hear that? Did you hear it? I held my sinuses squeak when I sneeze. Okay, march on the spot. Turn around 180 degrees and go in the other direction. This time we're going to stop again. I want you to turn in the other way, the other direction. So I'm turning to my right. I'm going to walk again. I'm going to stop. I'm going to turn 180 to my left. I'm going to walk. I'm going to stop. I'm going to turn 180 degrees to my right. You can, in seated, you can just turn your head and march, because I want you to get the feeling that you're just marching, but you're challenging your brain, your balance, because you're looking in a different direction. Walking around. Take a turn. Now, if you're turning on the spot and you're confident with that, can you start to just turn in a circle? So turning in a bigger spot, so going around as if you were going around a little bauble on the floor that you've knocked off your Christmas tree. Turning around. That's it. And if you are seated doing this, if you can stand at some point, even if you're just standing to wash up or standing, then when you are in stand, take a look around. Okay, come back behind your chairs and have a little rest. Are we okay? Not dizzy? Good. Right, lift those heels. Let's come into a little bit of balance. So let's come into our lovely tandem. And again, you can stand still but rock. So lift the heels, lift the toes, lift the heels, lift the toes.
Rob, self-supporting spine. Let's see if we can get you to sit up with your back away from the back of the chair. So just practice that. I just want you to sit still and unsupported, and let your arms go so you're not flopping over.
That's it. Margaret, if you want to do the same, if you want to just add on, you could take one foot on top of the other and just hold that stand. If that's enough for you, that's fine. Whoop, a bit wobbly. It's fine to wobble. What do we do if we wobble? We step out nice and wide. That's it, lovely Shirley. We step out nice and wide to recover and to make ourselves steady. Come back to that lovely tandem lift and transfer the weight. Excellent. Can you squeeze the toes up a bit more? Can you lift the heel up a bit more? You can always hold on to your chair, your support. You can hover. You can take your arms out wide. Okay, we're going to change legs. So take the other foot in front and then stay standing still. Take your arms out or hover, nice and still. Bottom under, pelvic floor pulled in, belly in, chest is lifted, eye gaze is forwards. Soften through the knees. That's quite hard, isn't it? So it's harder than moving forwards and backwards. Put the weight through the big toe, second toe. Just hold. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. And what you might feel is a little stretch of that back leg, the muscles in the back leg. Keep breathing. Keep holding. Can you bend your knees? Dip down and push up. You might not be able to. See how you go. Even just a centimetre or two. Drop through the knees.
Colette sent me a thumbs up.
I
got a thumbs up from Colette then. That
was
good.
Good. Bend the knees. Push up. Lovely.
Jenny, you okay? It's quite a challenging sit. What's really challenging in sit is self-supporting spine. So if you get tired, come into the back being away from the back of the chair and sitting as tall as you can. because that still is really beneficial for you guys.
Okay, step nice and wide. Wiggle those hips again. It's quite strong into the ankles as well, wasn't that that one? Bending, because you've got a lot of movement through that back ankle particularly. So let's just lift the heels, release off. Excellent. Okay, now we haven't done this for a while, so let's come into our lovely reach.
She goes, our lovely tandem stand.
Our lovely tandem stand, our lovely reach, our lovely squats.
She only does it because she doesn't want to freak you out. She makes it sound really sweet.
Yeah. Feet wide. Okay. We're going to reach up and forwards, not onto the toes yet, just feel that. Reach up and forwards, come back down. So quite safe. Up and forwards. I'll show you from the side. So I'm going up and forwards. I'm not going up, up, up. Up and forwards, back down. Up and forwards, back down. Up and forwards.
She's like, come on.
Come on, come and play.
I will. I'll be there in a minute. She calls it.
Both hands.
I'm taking photographs of you because you look beautiful. Reach for the stars.
Reach, breathe. Right, now we're going to add in the toes. So, I keep saying so. Come onto the balls of the feet, bend through the toes, and lower down.
What do you mean, bend through the toes?
So, as you come onto the balls of the feet, you have to bend the toes. So, really work through the joints of the toes. Because some people can't move, some people's toes are fused or they have arthritis. So they don't move very well. And if we're not putting pressure through them, then they just stay stiff. So we need to try, if it's not too painful, to get them to bend, even just a little bit, and then work on it gradually. So it might be that all the weight just comes onto the balls of the feet for now. And then over time, you can come more onto the toes. Okay, then we add that little reach with one hand, then the other, alternating. You can put the weight through the chair. Remembering if you need to step forwards, do. Lovely, Beryl. And then if you're capable, if you're confident, reach in with both. You can do it on the toes or not on the toes. Reaching up, coming back down. Okay, rest there. We're going to reach across ways, so feet, toes out. We're going to reach forwards to the opposite side. So it's like a little twist through the body, and you need to come onto the toes of that other foot. So as you reach, my heel lifts through the opposite foot. I'll move the chair and show you. So
can you change to foot camera?
I'm reaching, lifting, thanks, reaching, lifting,
pivoting.
That's it. Reach and pivot.
Take your time. Super slow that down, please. Cliff, stand wider.
If you're wider, you're steadier. If your hips will let you. Oh. Take your time. Just reaching out across the body.
Owen, are you there? Can you play some nice plinky plonky flow music, please?
Okay, hold it there.
I'll do a big Tai Chi thing.
Let's reach down to the outside. Come back up, reset. Reach down and out as if you had something kind of off to the side but in front of you. And you need to bend that knee. Put the weight through the foot. Reach, reach, and come back. Reach, reach, come back. Reach and come back. Reach, oh, back. Reach, what?
Sit in your chair.
And then we're going to do the same, but we're going to reach down and across. So reach down and across. So in seated, you can see that my feet are really wide here, because it will stop us falling off the edge of the chair. If you need to rest, rest. Lovely. And then let's reach up and across, and up and across. Let's go down and across, down and across. Let's go up and across. Ooh. Up and down and down. Let's go one more time. Up, up and up, up. Down, 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 down. And then let's just float one hand across you. Bring it open. Float the other hand across you. And open, and again across, and open, and across. That's it. Lovely. Brilliant. Oh, I don't trust somebody here. I'm going to get taken out.
She wants me to be with her, and then when I'm here, she's like, you
abusive.
get on my nerves, go away. What's that like? It's really hurtful.
You're right, Rob.
Just
Have a
keep
break, lovely, if you need to. Just sit out.
Okay, come back to centre. Grab some water if you need to. We're just going to do a couple of little flow combos together. So Pat's in sit, I'm in stand.
Do I need to go back?
Want me to go with that?
Yeah,
Right
there.
Do we want to have the different camera on, Owen? Because all they've got is my big fat bum. Now they've got my smiley face, right? Okay, right, hand. You take it out and let it go. Breath in, other hand, and let it go. All slow movement. And down. Regulate your breathing. Okay, now simultaneously. So one goes up, 2, 3, 4, and switch. Let the hands lovely and soft. Three and 4, 5, 6, 7. I made that longer that time. Okay, release the hands, roll the shoulders. We just rock side to side. Slowly, make your arms work in a figure of 8. Regulate your breathing. And the movement just becomes a little bit bigger. The nice thing about this moving is continuous. Using your breath. Hopefully not too strenuous. Well done. And release. Okay. One arm only. So we sweep and float it back. Now notice that I'm still swaying in the chair and in stand. Beautiful. Switch sides, forward and back. Just flowing through movement, that's all. So palm back and down. So there's an opening, there's a lot of movement around the shoulder when we do this. Well done. Well done. Okay, so we're feeling quite grounded in our position. So what we're going to do is a slow step forward and a slow step backwards. So I'm lifting and stepping, coming back and stepping. So actually what's happening is one foot is grounded and rooted to the floor. It's the other foot that is coming back and forward. Now, my right leg is the moving leg in sit or stand. My left arm is going to be the moving arm in sit or stand. So, left arm pushes forward, left arm pushes downwards. Left arm pushes forward, little bit of brain gym team, pushes downwards. Push. I'm just letting my arms roll with me, but my left is pushing forward and then downwards. Push forwards and downwards. I love your faces, like tongues hanging out and all sorts. Well done. Last time. This is all challenging your balance, coordination and switch. Okay, give yourself a moment. So left foot forward, left foot lift and backwards. The right foot is anchored to the ground. The right foot may move, but on the spot. And that's the lift of the heel or maybe the lift of the toe on the right. But it's the left that's stepping over the cat. It's the left that's stepping back over the cat. And we do this with lovely slow motion. Beautiful. Slowly forward, slowly backwards. Coordination's required, right? You may notice one side feels different to the other. That's okay. Beautiful. Last time. Well done. Excellent work, team. Oh, I felt that. I felt that in my forearms. Okay, so we're nice and wide. Wide base of support in stand. Wide base of support in sit. Okay, let's do a little bit of leg power and shoulder power. Now you've already done something similar with Pat today. We start with our arms wide. Now, we're going to look towards our left side. So I'm going to turn my left toe out as well. So my left toe is pointing out to the left side, so is my left hand. And I'm looking down the line of my left side. Breathe in. Okay, left arm to sky, right hand to right thigh. Beautiful. Reset, resit. Okay, and this time, left hand to thigh, right hand to sky. If you can, follow your fingers looking upwards. Come back and reset. So arms out. Lovely, well done. Turn, left palm up, and then high. Reset. Eye gaze to right, right palm up, right palm high. Reset. Eye gaze to left, palm up, left hand high. Reset. Eye gaze, 180 degrees, right palm high and up, and then reset. Well done. Okay, So now with your right foot, we're just going to turn it again. So Owen, actually it's fine. So we're kind of pointing in one direction. I just want us to look at bending the back knee. There you go. So in stand, we've just got a bit of a back knee movement. I'm playing on my air guitar.
Yep.
Okay, now watch. Arms up and down. Up and down. Can you see that? So the knee tucks and straightens. Tucks and straightens in stand. In sit, the back heel lifts. That's all we're doing. But the arms are floating with us. So again, a lot of work around the ball of the foot. So we're thinking about our toes, the joints there. We're thinking about the back of the knee, the calf muscle last time. Well done. Come back to center. Well done. Okay. So we just do some toe taps. I'm going to move on to the other side. So standing nice and wide, turn out your right toe, bend through the right knee. So still nice stable base of support, but we're changing direction so we know where we need to look at. Okay, so front knee slightly bent, arms out wide, squeeze the shoulder blades so we're relaxed and strong in the shoulders. Well done, lovely Margaret. So this is your setting position, palm up on your right, up to sky, left hand to back knee. And reset. Eye gaze across the horizon towards your left, palm up left, up high, and then reset. Eye gaze through the horizon, right palm up. That's it, you got it. So that's the movement pattern. Let's see if you can regulate breathing into more of a flow. Now if you feel dizzy or unstable, you reduce your range of movement, or you sit, or you change your eye gaze. You have to do what feels comfortable for you. So as you do this, this is all challenging for your vestibular, so your balance, your eye coordination. There's whole body coordination going on here. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And this is quite tiring. Well done. Relax, release your arms. The back heel on the back foot turns out, the right toes turn forward. And once again, what we're looking for is just a bit of an Elvis knee. So you're playing on your air guitar. So the back knee tucks under. And the idea here is you not only you're getting a stretch through the ankle, you're thinking about a stretch through the thigh too as you tuck under. This releases a lot of different things. We flow up and down. Flow up and down. Just let your arms float, that's all. Beautiful. 2 more. Last time. And release, come back to center. Ooh, hello feet. My feet feel quite tired from that actually. Okay, do we feel okay? Okay, so now we finish strong. So stay with me in sit. So, and if you're stand, watch what I'm doing. So I'm taking about 4 steps forward and then 4 steps backwards. Now I'm overemphasizing the movement here. So it might be you take a step, toe, step, toe. Or a step, balance, step, balance. So there's a forward walk and balance, and there's a reverse walk and balance. Use the chair for your support or a wall if you need to. Standing variation always. Do not rush. Focus on your zigzag movement. And shifting your weight in your chair, one leg lift and balance is still important. All of it is relevant. So, do you remember how we did this in Tai Chi? We just do lovely figure of 8 arms. Don't worry about where your arms go, just let them float. Moving arms assists balance. That's the important thing to understand here. Lovely. You look beautiful. Look at me in my gold tights. I like these gold tights.
Nice.
They fit nice too. They feel quite good. Lovely. Lovely. Beautiful. So all of this is, yeah, it's not perfect. The movements are random. Everything today has been random, but with precision. And then come back to center. Well done. Okay, relax please. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Better?
Mm-hmm.
She misses me when I'm not on camera with her. Love you too. Oh, right, do this for me. Okay, right fingers forward, wiggle jiggle. Right fingers to shoulder, up, up, elbow to ceiling. Lovely. If you want to, give it a nudge or a pull. And release. Other side. Left hand, fingers to shoulder. If you want to, let the elbow go nice and high. So use your finger and like push it back, the elbow, or pull it back. Well done, and release. Take your hands behind you, palm up, to get that nice lift and squeeze of the shoulder blades. Try to take your eye gaze forward. And then relax, good job. Okay, now settle and steady into your chair. Relax back. You're doing it, right?
I was going to go sleep and let her do it.
Okay.
2 minutes. Just quiet, peace, silence. So, can we drop the music, Owen, please? I don't know if you can hear it. I can't hear it very much, but take your feet nice and wide. Settle in your chair. Make yourselves comfy wherever you are. Go to sleep. Have a little nap. I need to rest my head. If you can rest your head,
Have a nap.
you might just have a little nap. Take some long, slow breaths in through your nose and out through the mouth. All the way out. Big sigh. Just a few, because it can make you feel a bit dizzy. And then just breathe normally, but slowly if you can. Just a bit slower than normal. Take your time. Do what feels right for you. No pressure. Let your belly go. Let it swell. Relax against your chair. Relax your fingers, or just pop your hands where they feel comfortable. Let your kneecaps go. We hold a lot of tension there, so just let them go. And just breathe. Feel your ribs moving in and out on that breath. And you might feel them towards the front of your body. You might feel that pressure against the back of the chair, where your shoulder blades are. Just breathe. And just listen to the noises around you, noticing that the world outside your space is busy and hectic, but the world inside your space is calm and relaxed and settled, just in your own little bubble, just for 2 minutes. It's calm and peaceful. Time for you to recover, to re-energize if you want to, or to just stay calm for the rest of the day, to enable you to just do whatever you need to do without worry or stress, knowing that you've brought yourself into a place of calm. And just breathing. And then just stretching, whatever you need to do. Stretch your arms, open your fingers, have a yawn if you need to, or move your toes, move your fingers, roll through your shoulders, take your head from one side to the other, open your eyes. Ta-da! You're done for another week.
Hooray!
Hooray! So I hope you feel okay. Have lots of water to drink. Go and have a cup of tea. This was Totter. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend.